What's up, fam? Thanks for tuning in once again, or for the very first time. I'm Jasper the Filmy. Make sure you stay towards the end of this video because I have a special bonus waiting just for you. Okay guys, so I'm not gonna lie to you. One of the reasons why I'm late uploading this video is because it was a tough week. I'm working on my master's and got a lot of other stuff going on, and also it's just pretty tough to pick a film in this time period to do a review on that can be somewhat exciting. I mean, the selection just really isn't that strong. I did Jingle Jangle, and that was a pretty great review, right? If you haven't seen that review, you can definitely check it out. It's gonna be up there somewhere in the air. But obviously after Jingle Jangle, I mean, I could do a review on Christmas Chronicles too, but I could also do another review on the Christmas drop. I mean, yeah guys, it's just a rough selection, and Ava is obviously the next portion in line, and some people are probably saying, yeah, that sucks too. And I hear you. It's obviously a mixed vibe about this film, and I wanted to do a review on this because honestly, out of all the other films, I believe that there is a little bit of promise in this film because of the simple fact that there are some interesting caveats to the main character of the story. So if you want to hear my take on it, I'm going to actually give you my take on it without even spoiling the film. How about that? So when Netflix dropped this trailer to us in July of 2020, which is this year, but I'm talking in a time capsule and you're probably watching this past 2020 because it's December right now. So odds are you're watching this past the year of 2020. When they dropped this trailer out to us, we kind of saw a little bit of anticipation from the Jessica Chastain fans mostly because they was excited, you know, and at the same time, some people were just simply curious to see Jessica play this brutal female assassin. And obviously the lineup of cast in there, you know, John Malkovich is also in this film, and people wanted to kind of understand the questions that was kind of posed within the trailer. I mean, there's a lot of questions posed within that trailer that we wanted to kind of have answered.
I asked you to marry me, and then you just disappeared for 8 years.
So finally, when this film hits the public's eye on Netflix and on Amazon Prime, people kind of go up in an uproar because none of them questions were answered. Not near one. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. Quite honestly, when we kind of look at some of these stories out there, there's a good mixture of people that do just kind of want that entertainment, you know, and kind of look at this from the perspective of being an action thriller as it is in that genre. But, you know, something I also kind of bring into the mix is a good quote that Mel Gibson said during an interview. I don't remember which interview it was, but Mel Gibson made a statement saying that a good film or a good story entertains, enlightens, and elevates the audience. And when I think of this film, I kind of think about exactly a possible mystery that the writer could have been putting in the story of the main character. So what I'm saying is, if you are wondering why exactly was certain things happening, my first instinct is to think, well, there's a possibility the writer could be building up for something much greater in a later series. And I'm not the only one that feels that. Honestly, if you watch this film, you will probably feel it too, so I'm just gonna put it out there. There has to be another part to this story, a sequel, a part 2, or a Ava plus 3000 or whatever, because there's just a lot of unfinished business with the main character. So I broke my promise on spoiling it, but that's one spoil that I will give you, and it doesn't ruin the film for you, but it just kind of puts some things into perspective. And if you're watching this film and you are saying, Jasper, that's still a load of crap, the film sucked, well, think about it. If there's a second part to this film that actually kind of brings some of the bits, pieces, and clues that was left by the writer, you may not be saying the same exact thing, will you? One thing that I think this film does a very good job in displaying is the mystery of the source of the main character's energy and motivation. And honestly, if you think in a different way, as opposed to just thinking about being entertained by this ruthless killer that is a female assassin, you gotta think about it. Literally, no disrespect to the females, I love you out there, but you know, obviously females do have a different set of emotional triggers inside of them that will make them respond a lot differently you know, to things. And as an assassin, I mean, let's look at the reality of things. You know, if you knew a female assassin that pretty much knew how to kill you in 1,000 different ways, you know, what would they possibly be like? If you answer that in one quick question, then brother, you got a lot to learn because honestly, it's just not a clear answer. And I think, you know, there's a possibility, playing devil's advocate here, but there's a possibility that this film is kind of going to take into the consideration of those complexities that kind of comes along with that territory. Because the reality is, with those unfinished business stories, we've seen it in a lot of films. So this is not spoiling anything, but we've seen where we've learned that the characters that had a lot of unresolved issues kind of went into some deep places and showed some deep different portions of their life, and that kind of brought different onion layers to how deep that character can go. And if that's what the writer is possibly trying to do with this film, then honestly I would say hold on tight for the sequels and possibly some other things coming from it. But what I'm simply saying is, with this film, for you critics out there that are just wanting that orgasm of action and euphoric feeling of intense fight scenes that just look so real to the T, and you know, that feeling that you get when you leave the theater, or I'm sorry, this is COVID, you leave your living room from watching it, well, you may have not gotten that from this film. I hear you. But, you know, let me tell you something. You know, you're trying to get that quick, you know, euphoric orgasm from the film. I'm gonna tell you something from a mature perspective. You know, it's not always about how fast you can beat the drum. Sometimes it's just how smooth you are with that rhythm. You know what I'm talking about? I would definitely love to hear your thoughts on this film. If you think that I am on to something, I would like to hear that. Or if you think I'm a load of crap, would love to hear it too. Definitely just put your comments in the box down there. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. And as promised, like I said earlier, I do have a bonus here waiting for you. And this is also something that will help you save a good amount of money when you're out there getting gas for your car. Who doesn't need that, right? There's this app that I'm partnered with called GetUpside. So GetUpside is an app that allows you to get cash back when you're out shopping at grocery stores, eating at restaurants, and also when you're getting gas at the gas pump. And who doesn't want that, right? Because gas gets a little expensive. And if you click on the link that I put in the description of this video, it will allow you to get 15 cents off of each gallon that you get on your first fill up using the GetUpside app. Now I'm going to give you full disclosure, when you click on that link, it is an affiliate link, so I will get a little commission for it, but it's not to make my pockets fat. It's not for that at all. It's a mutual benefit because you get that opportunity to save some money when you're at the gas pump and also save when you're out shopping, and also it provides a commission to the growth of this channel so I can provide more content like this for you guys. I hope you did like this video. If you did like the video, please do me a favor. Don't leave. You hit the like button so that YouTube knows that you liked it. And definitely hit that subscribe button, because every Monday I always upload videos about reviews from films that we've all come to love and enjoy recently, and also some of the greatest films of all time. So hope you could join me in this journey. Definitely hope you stay tuned for greatness, capture life, and create visions.